Hello, I'm Devin Ayala, and today I'm going to try to teach you a very basic way to decode things that are happening on a screen. It's called visual literacy. They call it that because words don't need to be said, there doesn't need to be text. If it happens on a screen, our mind is trying to decode it and tell us what it all means. Now, I'm going to be covering three different mediums: commercials, movies, and social media. Now, commercials, by their very nature, are trying to sell you something. But it's not as easy as looking at the screen and saying, I'm not going to buy anything. Just by looking at the screen, you are already in a manipulative state. In 1970, Herbert Krugman did a test on willing participants. He taped a single electrode to the back of their head and read brain waves from, I know this sounds like science fiction, he read their brain waves on a polygraph because our brain gives off frequencies, as in sound. Now, when these participants would read books, do math problems, or read magazines, it would read from 14 hertzes to 40. This is a higher vibrational thinking, and it's connected to the neocortex part of the brain. Now, when they would watch TV, it would go all the way down to 8 hertzes in a lower vibrational frequency part of the brain called the limbic system, where it has emotions, memory, fear, and anxiety. It's all down there. And when we're watching TV, we're in that state of mind. This is called the alpha state of mind. Now, when you're watching commercials, it's easy to sell you things because we're in that emotional alpha state. We're basically just a layer or two away from being unconscious. So, when the food comes up to the screen and steam's coming off of it, it looks so delicious, we're already salivating. Or, maybe the progressive commercials are so funny that we get progressive from them without even looking at the competitors' rates. And things like celebrity endorsements or athletes endorse things or politicians endorse things, and we buy them just because we have that visual connection with them, even though we really don't know these people. If a celebrity tries to sell you perfume, some people buy it. They don't even know how it smells. Now, let's move on to movies, because movies are a lot like commercials, but some people think movies are just art projects that are made by like 100 people. Actually, movies are trying to sell you something too. It could be products or ideology. The best way to decode this is by taking apart the movie Inception. The characters in the movie, some of them are the people that make the movies. And this character is the audience member. Now, they put him to sleep, and then they insert an idea in his head for him to sell his father's business. When he wakes up from the dream state, that's the movie, he thinks he came to his own conclusion that he's going to sell his father's business. And he does. That's what they do to us. We watch the movie in this dream state, in this alpha state of mind. The ideas go in, and then when the movie's done, we have the brilliant idea to do XYZ, whatever that is. Now, product movies could be movies like the Mario movie or Minecraft. It's just a long movie of buy this product, buy Mario stuff, buy Minecraft stuff. Or, it could be something different, like the Viper sunglasses that Jason Momoa wears in the movie. Did you know that their sales went up when the trailer for the movie came out? And then they went down and they went back up again when the movie came out. Also, for selling ideology, some a portion of the Marvel movies budget was funded by the US military. Back in 2005, we had the lowest enrollment rates for the military ever. It was pitiful. Nobody wanted to join the military anymore. In 2008, Iron Man came out, and lo and behold, the enrollment rates go up, up, up. How could this happen? Well, not only did the US military and the Pentagon fund portions of these movies, but they also were able to edit and dictate what went into script to get us to see how awesome being in the military could be. Let's go in and help those superheroes. Now, getting away from movies and commercials, social media is the most dangerous uh, visual literacy medium thing because from the ground up, they are trying to encapsulate you. They are built to suck all of your time. And when you're in this alpha state, I mean, remember, in the alpha state of mind, it's where emotions are, memory, anger, that this is why the internet is the way it is, because we are in a very vulnerable state of being while we are looking at our phones. Back in 2015, Sherry Turkle wrote the book Reclaiming Conversation about how digital mediums shrinks empathy and deep connections between people. She writes about how our overstimulation due to visual devices leads to superficial interactions, isolation, and reduces emotional intelligence. Sounds a lot like a comment section, doesn't it? Now, I'm not saying this has an effect on everybody, but be aware that these sites are built for you to go on and spend a lot of time on because they do collect your data and they also sell it back to you. Commercials are no longer an issue because they could just collect your data and hear what you're talking about and plaster it right on the side of your screen. So you don't even have to see commercials anymore. It just goes directly to the website and you can buy these things. There's no real way to stop it. And I'm not saying stop using social media, just be aware that you are being manipulated. In conclusion, life is about balance. Watch TV, see commercials, buy things, do these things, but make sure your ideas are your own ideas. I watch movies all the time. I'm not really on social media, but I do intake a lot of YouTube. I also like to take walks and read books because life should be both ways. You should be in an alpha state of mind, a lower vibration, sometimes being creative, and sometimes in a beta state of mind. My name is Devin Ayala. Thank you for tuning in.